Looking for a game that cuts the fluff and sticks to the action? Open worlds are great, but sometimes you just want a curated cinematic ride. Here are the 10 best linear shooters you need to play right now. Starting off with a brutal trip back in time, Doom, The Dark Ages reinvents the Slayer's rhythm. This isn't just a fast-paced shooter, it's a heavy medieval power trip. With your shield saw in hand and a dragon at your side, it proves that nobody does focused, high-octane aggression better than ID Software. Keeping that momentum high, Titanfall 2 remains the gold standard for campaign design years after its release. Every mission introduces a genius new mechanic, like shifting through time or navigating a moving factory, and perfects it before moving on. The bond between pilot and Titan makes this short, sweet journey an emotional must-play. Transitioning from high-tech pilots to the sheer weight of a Primaris Marine, Space Marine 2 is a spectacle of pure carnage. It's a throwback to the glory days of linear blockbusters, pits you against thousands of Tyranids in breathtaking environments. It feels massive, yet the path is always clear. Move forward and purge. Slowing things down for a more immersive kind of tension, Half-Life. Alyx is the definitive VR experience. It turns every corner into a puzzle and every firefight into a physical scramble for resources. Even if you play the non-VR mod, the level of environmental storytelling here sets a bar that most shooters can't even touch. Moving from the grit of City 17 to the clouds of Columbia, BioShock Infinite is a masterclass in world building. While the combat is fast and vertical thanks to the skylines, it's the mystery of Elizabeth and the crumbling utopia that keeps you hooked. It's a beautifully directed story that demands your full attention. Stepping back into the shadows of global conspiracies, Black Ops 6 brings the Call of Duty campaign back to its peak. Gone are the aimless open maps. Instead, we get tightly scripted heists, psychological horror sequences, and explosive set pieces. It's a cinematic thriller that reminds us why we fell in love with this franchise. Trading the Hollywood flair for a suffocating sense of survival, Metro Exodus delivers incredible linear tension. While it toys with larger areas, the scripted underground sequences and the journey aboard the Aurora are the highlights. It's a desperate, atmospheric crawl through a ruined world where every single bullet counts. From the bleakness of the apocalypse to an alternate history of rebellion, Wolfenstein. The New Order gave the genre a soul. It balances ridiculously over-the-top dual-wielding action with a surprisingly deep, character-driven story. Slaying Nazis has never felt this meaningful or this stylish, making it a modern classic of the genre. If those shooters felt a bit too grounded, Echo Point Nova is here to break the speed limit. This recent gem is all about extreme mobility. Think hoverboarding through massive structures at 100 miles per hour. It's a linear playground for movement junkies that rewards skill and style over everything else. Finally, for a finale that hits like a freight train, Trepang 2 is the spiritual successor to FEAR we've been waiting for. It's a hyper-violent blur of slow-motion gunplay, cloaking devices, and incredibly smart AI. It's short, focused, and leaves you breathless, proving that the linear shooter is far from dead. Whether you're looking for deep stories or just want to go fast, these games prove that a straight line is often the shortest path to a great time. Would you like me to find the best deals or hardware requirements for any of these titles?